The Boeing 787 Dreamliner slices through the clouds. It is a marvel of engineering, sleek and powerful. The Airbus A350 soars beside it, a titan in its own right. These two aircraft represent the pinnacle of commercial aviation. They are also the flagships of a fierce rivalry, Boeing versus Airbus, a clash of giants. This is a story of innovation, a battle for supremacy in the skies. Boeing, the American aviation pioneer, a legacy forged in the early 20th century. Airbus, the European consortium, a challenger that emerged in the 1970s. Their rivalry has shaped the aerospace industry. For decades, they have pushed each other to new heights, each striving to outdo the other. This is more than just a competition between companies. It's a clash of cultures, a battle of engineering prowess. Boeing, with its roots in military aviation, exudes American might. Airbus, backed by European governments, embodies international collaboration. The stakes are high. Billions of dollars in contracts are up for grabs. Market share hangs in the balance. National pride is on the line. The battle for the sky is fierce, and it shows no signs of slowing down. Our story begins in the early 20th century, a time of rapid industrialization. The world was on the cusp of a new era in aviation. In 1916, William Boeing, a wealthy timber magnate, founded Pacific Aero Products Company. This company would later become Boeing. Boeing's early years were marked by innovation. The company quickly gained a reputation for building reliable aircraft. Its first major success was the Boeing Model 40. This mail plane helped to establish the company's presence in the fledgling aviation industry. World War II proved to be a turning point for Boeing. The company played a crucial role in the Allied war effort, producing thousands of bombers and transport aircraft. These included the iconic B-17 Flying Fortress and the B-29 Super Fortress. The war transformed Boeing into a major aerospace company. After the war, Boeing continued to innovate. It developed the first commercially successful jet airliner, the Boeing 707. This revolutionized air travel. The 707 ushered in the jet age and cemented Boeing's position as a leader in commercial aviation. While Boeing was establishing its dominance, a new challenger was emerging across the Atlantic. In the 1960s, European governments recognized the need for a strong aerospace industry. They sought to compete with American giants like Boeing. In 1970, Airbus Industry was formed. It was a consortium of European aerospace companies. Airbus was backed by governments in France, Germany, Spain, and the United Kingdom. Their goal was clear: to challenge Boeing's supremacy in the global aircraft market. Airbus took a different approach than Boeing. It focused on international collaboration. Airbus pooled resources and expertise from its member companies. This allowed them to share costs and risks. This collaborative model would become a hallmark of Airbus's success. Airbus's first commercial aircraft, the A300, entered service in 1974. It was a wide-body twin-engine jet. The A300 was designed for short to medium-range routes. It was a direct competitor to Boeing's 767. The launch of the A300 marked the beginning of a new era in the aviation industry. The stage was set for a clash of titans. Boeing, the established giant, faced a formidable challenge from Airbus, the ambitious newcomer. The rivalry between the two companies would come to define the aerospace industry. The battle lines were drawn along multiple fronts. Boeing and Airbus competed fiercely for orders from airlines around the world. They poured billions of dollars into research and development. Each company strived to outdo the other with new and innovative aircraft designs. The rivalry extended beyond the commercial market. Boeing and Airbus also vied for lucrative government contracts, particularly in the defense sector. These contracts provided significant financial support and helped to drive technological advancements. The rivalry between Boeing and Airbus was more than just a competition between two companies. It was a clash of cultures, a battle of engineering prowess, and a matter of national pride. The world watched as these two giants of the aviation industry pushed each other to new heights, shaping the future of air travel in the process. As the 21st century dawned, the aviation industry stood at a crossroads. Air travel was booming, and airlines needed larger, more efficient aircraft to meet growing demand. Airbus sensed an opportunity. They decided to gamble on a bold and ambitious project, the A380 Super Jumbo. The A380 was a marvel of engineering. It was the largest passenger aircraft ever built, capable of carrying over 500 passengers in a spacious, multi-level cabin. The A380 was designed for long-haul international routes, connecting major hubs around the world. The launch of the A380 sent shockwaves through the aviation industry. It was a clear challenge to Boeing's dominance, and it forced the American giant to rethink its strategy. Airbus had taken the lead in the race to build the next generation of aircraft. The A380 was a hit with passengers. They loved its spacious cabins, luxurious amenities, and smooth ride. Airlines, however, were more cautious. The A380's massive size made it difficult to fill on many routes, and its high operating costs were a concern. Boeing did not stand idly by as Airbus stole the show with the A380. The American company was already working on its own game-changing aircraft, the 787 Dreamliner. The Dreamliner was a radical departure from traditional aircraft design. Instead of aluminum, Boeing used composite materials to build the Dreamliner's fuselage and wings. These materials were lighter and stronger than aluminum, allowing Boeing to create a more fuel-efficient aircraft. The Dreamliner also featured advanced aerodynamics and new engine technologies. The 787 Dreamliner was a hit with airlines. Its fuel efficiency promised significant cost savings, and its long range opened up new possibilities for direct flights. The Dreamliner also offered passengers a more comfortable flying experience with larger windows, higher cabin humidity, and advanced lighting systems. The Dreamliner's success marked a turning point in the rivalry between Boeing and Airbus. Boeing had regained the technological lead, and the company was well positioned for the future. The battle for the skies had entered a new chapter. The rivalry between Boeing and Airbus has driven innovation in the aviation industry for decades. Both companies have consistently pushed the boundaries of technology, seeking to build faster, more efficient, and more comfortable aircraft. The competition has benefited passengers. Today's air travelers enjoy a level of comfort and convenience that was unimaginable just a few decades ago. Longer flight ranges, quieter cabins, and advanced entertainment systems are just a few examples of how the rivalry has improved the flying experience. The rivalry has also had a significant impact on the global economy. The aerospace industry is a major employer, supporting millions of jobs worldwide. The competition between Boeing and Airbus has helped to create a vibrant and innovative industry. As we look to the future, the rivalry between Boeing and Airbus shows no signs of abating. Both companies are investing heavily in research and development, exploring new technologies such as electric propulsion, autonomous flight, and supersonic travel. The battle for the skies is far from over. Fueling the fire, government support takes center stage. Behind the sleek exteriors and cutting-edge technology, a high-stakes financial battle rages. Government contracts and subsidies play a pivotal role in the Boeing-Airbus rivalry, often shaping the trajectory of innovation and market dominance. These financial lifelines, while controversial, are crucial to understanding the dynamics of this global competition. Government support for aerospace companies takes many forms. Direct contracts for military aircraft provide a steady stream of revenue, particularly for Boeing. Research and development grants fuel innovation, enabling companies to explore new technologies and push the boundaries of aviation. Export credits and loan guarantees help secure international orders, giving companies a competitive edge in the global marketplace. The nature and extent of government support vary widely between the United States and Europe, creating a complex and often contentious playing field. The US, with its massive defense budget, provides substantial support to Boeing through military contracts. Europe, with its focus on international collaboration, has favored a more direct subsidy approach for Airbus. This disparity in government support has been a source of tension between the US and Europe for decades, leading to numerous disputes at the World Trade Organization, WTO. Both sides accuse the other of unfair practices, claiming that government support distorts the market and gives one company an unfair advantage. Boeing, a Pentagon powerhouse. Boeing, with its deep roots in military aviation, enjoys a privileged relationship with the Pentagon. This relationship translates into billions of dollars in government contracts annually, providing a significant financial cushion and shaping the company's strategic direction. Defense contracts not only generate revenue, but also drive innovation, as technologies developed for military aircraft often find their way into commercial airliners. The KC-46 Pegasus, a military aerial refueling tanker, exemplifies Boeing's reliance on government contracts. Based on the Boeing 767 airliner, the KC-46 program has faced delays and cost overruns, but it highlights the intertwined nature of Boeing's commercial and defense businesses. The company leverages its expertise in both areas, benefiting from synergies and economies of scale. Beyond direct contracts, Boeing also benefits from indirect government support through research and development grants and export financing assistance. The U.S. government invests heavily in aerospace research, much of which trickles down to Boeing through partnerships with NASA and other government agencies. These investments help maintain the U.S.'s technological edge in aviation and support high-paying jobs in the aerospace sector. However, Boeing's reliance on government contracts also carries risks. Changes in defense spending priorities or political winds can significantly impact the company's bottom line. The recent downturn in global defense spending has forced Boeing to adjust its strategy, placing greater emphasis on its commercial aircraft business. Airbus, navigating the subsidy storm. Airbus, in contrast to Boeing, relies more heavily on direct government subsidies. These subsidies, while controversial, have been instrumental in Airbus's rise to prominence, enabling the company to compete head-to-head with Boeing and capture a significant share of the global aircraft market. However, this reliance on subsidies has also made Airbus a target of criticism, particularly from the US government and Boeing. The A350XWB, Airbus's answer to the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, exemplifies the role of subsidies in Airbus's success. The A350 program received billions of euros in government loans and grants, which helped offset the massive development costs and enabled Airbus to bring a technologically advanced aircraft to market. These subsidies, however, sparked a trade dispute with the US, which argued that they gave Airbus an unfair advantage. Airbus argues that government support is essential for the European aerospace industry to compete with Boeing, which benefits from a large domestic market and substantial military contracts. They contend that subsidies level the playing field and ensure a healthy competitive environment in the global aviation market. Furthermore, Airbus points to the significant economic benefits generated by its operations in Europe, supporting hundreds of thousands of jobs and driving technological innovation. Despite the controversies, government subsidies have undoubtedly played a crucial role in shaping the competitive landscape of the aviation industry. As Boeing and Airbus continue their rivalry, the debate over government support is likely to persist, reflecting the complex interplay of economics, politics, and national pride in this strategically important sector. A global chessboard. Mapping the market share battlefield. The rivalry between Boeing and Airbus plays out on a global chessboard. Airlines around the world become pawns in a high-stakes game of market share. Every new aircraft order represents a victory for one company and a setback for the other. The balance of power shifts constantly, influenced by factors ranging from economic trends to geopolitical alliances. North America, with its large and mature aviation market, has traditionally been a Boeing stronghold. However, Airbus has made inroads in recent years, particularly with its A320 family of narrow-body aircraft. The A320neo, a fuel-efficient competitor to Boeing's 737 MAX, has proven popular with U.S. airlines seeking to modernize their fleets. Europe, Airbus's home turf, is another fiercely contested battleground. European airlines, many of which have historical ties to Airbus, provide a steady stream of orders for the European manufacturer. However, Boeing maintains a significant presence in Europe, particularly in the wide-body market, where its 777 and 787 Dreamliner aircraft are highly sought after. The Asia-Pacific region, with its rapidly growing economies and burgeoning middle class, represents the most significant growth opportunity for both Boeing and Airbus. Chinese airlines in particular are major customers, placing massive orders for hundreds of aircraft at a time. Both manufacturers have invested heavily in establishing production facilities and partnerships in the region, seeking to gain a competitive edge. Boeing's stronghold, defending the home turf. For decades, Boeing enjoyed a dominant position in its home market of North America. U.S. airlines, many of which had long-standing relationships with Boeing, provided a steady stream of orders for the American manufacturer. The 737, a workhorse of the domestic market, became synonymous with air travel in the U.S. However, Airbus's persistent efforts to gain a foothold in North America have begun to bear fruit. The A320 family of narrow-body aircraft, with its fuel efficiency and competitive pricing, has proven attractive to U.S. airlines seeking to reduce costs and modernize their fleets. JetBlue, once an all-Boeing customer, made headlines when it placed a large order for A320 aircraft, signaling a shift in the competitive landscape. Despite these challenges, Boeing retains significant advantages in its home market. The company's close ties to the U.S. government, particularly through its defense contracts, provide a degree of stability and influence that Airbus cannot match. Moreover, Boeing's vast network of suppliers and manufacturing facilities across the U.S. creates a powerful economic ecosystem that benefits from the company's success. To defend its home turf, Boeing has focused on innovating its product line and strengthening its relationships with key customers. The 737 MAX, despite recent setbacks, remains a cornerstone of the company's strategy, offering improved fuel efficiency and passenger comfort. Boeing is also developing new aircraft, such as the 777X, to maintain its edge in the wide-body market. Airbus Ascendant, expanding the European footprint. Airbus, backed by European governments and a consortium of aerospace companies, emerged as a formidable challenger to Boeing's dominance. From its headquarters in Toulouse, France, Airbus has steadily expanded its global reach, capturing a significant share of the global aircraft market. Europe, with its strong aviation heritage and supportive governments, has been the bedrock of Airbus's success. European airlines, many of which have historical ties to Airbus through their government's involvement in the consortium, have been loyal customers. Air France, Lufthansa, British Airways, and other major European carriers operate large fleets of Airbus aircraft, ranging from the A320 family of narrow-body jets to the A350 wide-body aircraft. Airbus's success in Europe stems from a combination of factors. Government support, through direct subsidies and research and development funding, has played a crucial role in enabling Airbus to develop competitive aircraft. Moreover, Airbus's focus on international collaboration, pooling resources and expertise from across Europe, has fostered a culture of innovation and efficiency. Beyond its European base, Airbus has aggressively pursued growth opportunities in Asia, the Middle East, and other regions. The company has established joint ventures, production facilities, and training centers in key markets, building relationships with airlines and governments to secure orders and expand its global footprint. Grounded, the 737 MAX crisis. The year 2019 marked a turning point in the Boeing-Airbus rivalry. A series of tragic events involving Boeing's 737 MAX aircraft sent shockwaves through the aviation industry, casting a shadow over the American giant's reputation and triggering a crisis that would have far-reaching consequences. The 737 MAX, Boeing's latest iteration of its best-selling narrow-body aircraft, was grounded worldwide following 2 fatal crashes in Indonesia and Ethiopia. The crashes, which claimed the lives of 346 people, exposed flaws in the aircraft's automated flight control system, known as MCS. MCS, designed to prevent stalls, could malfunction under certain conditions, forcing the aircraft's nose down repeatedly. The pilots in both crashes struggled to regain control, leading to catastrophic dives. The grounding of the 737 MAX had a profound impact on Boeing. The company faced intense scrutiny from regulators, airlines, and the public. Production of the aircraft was halted, leading to financial losses and job cuts. Boeing's reputation for safety and engineering excellence was tarnished, eroding trust among airlines and passengers alike. The 737 MAX crisis highlighted the risks associated with Boeing's reliance on a single aircraft family for a significant portion of its revenue. The grounding exposed vulnerabilities in the company's design and certification processes, prompting calls for greater oversight and accountability. Boeing faced a long and arduous road to regain the trust of the aviation industry and the flying public. Super Jumbo Sunset, the A380's demise. While Boeing grappled with the fallout from the 737 MAX crisis, Airbus faced its own challenges with its flagship A380 Super Jumbo. The A380, once hailed as the future of air travel, struggled to live up to expectations, facing headwinds from changing market dynamics and airline preferences that favored smaller, more fuel-efficient aircraft. The A380's massive size, while impressive, proved to be a liability in a market increasingly focused on point-to-point travel rather than hub-and-spoke operations. Airlines found it difficult to fill the A380's 500-plus seats on many routes, leading to lower load factors and reduced profitability. Moreover, the A380's 4 engines, while powerful, were less fuel-efficient than the 2 engines found on newer generation aircraft like the Boeing 787 Dreamliner and the Airbus A350. In 2019, after years of dwindling sales, Airbus announced that it would cease production of the A380 in 2021. The decision marked the end of an era for the Super Jumbo, which had captivated the aviation world with its size and ambition, but ultimately failed to gain widespread acceptance among airlines. The A380's demise highlighted the challenges of predicting future market trends in the aviation industry. Airbus's bet on the Super Jumbo, while bold, ultimately proved misguided as airlines shifted their preferences towards smaller, more versatile aircraft. The A380's legacy, however, would continue to inspire awe and wonder as it continued to grace the skies for years to come. Section 3. Trade Wars and Tariffs, a Rivalry Takes Flight. The Boeing-Airbus rivalry, while primarily fought in the commercial marketplace, has also been entangled in broader geopolitical tensions, particularly between the United States and Europe. Trade disputes, tariffs, and accusations of unfair subsidies have added another layer of complexity to the competition, highlighting the strategic importance of the aviation industry. In 2019, the World Trade Organization authorized the U.S. to impose tariffs on $7.5 billion worth of European goods, including Airbus aircraft, in retaliation for illegal subsidies provided to Airbus by European governments. The tariffs, a significant escalation in the long-running trade dispute between the U.S. and the EU, threatened to disrupt the global aviation industry and raise costs for airlines and passengers. The U.S. argued that the subsidies provided to Airbus gave the European manufacturer an unfair advantage, allowing it to sell aircraft at artificially low prices and undercut Boeing in the global marketplace. The EU countered that Boeing also received government support, albeit in different forms, such as through defense contracts and research and development grants. The trade war between the U.S. and the EU over aircraft subsidies highlighted the intertwined nature of economics, politics, and national pride in the aviation industry. The dispute, which dragged on for years, created uncertainty in the market, and threatened to damage the global trading system. Both Boeing and Airbus found themselves caught in the crossfire, their fates intertwined with the actions of their respective governments. Section 1. Navigating the turbulence. Challenges on the horizon. The aviation industry stands at a crossroads. The COVID-19 pandemic, a global event of unprecedented scale, has upended air travel, leaving airlines reeling from plummeting demand and uncertain about the future. Boeing and Airbus, the titans of the skies, face a turbulent outlook, navigating a landscape reshaped by economic uncertainty, geopolitical tensions, and the imperative of sustainability. The pandemic's impact on air travel has been swift and severe. Lockdowns, travel restrictions, and fears of contagion grounded fleets worldwide, leading to billions of dollars in losses for airlines and forcing them to delay or cancel aircraft orders. Boeing and Airbus, heavily reliant on these orders, have been forced to adjust production rates, furlough workers, and seek government assistance to weather the storm. The pace of recovery in air travel remains uncertain. While domestic travel has shown signs of rebounding, international travel, particularly long-haul routes that are crucial for wide-body aircraft like the Boeing 787 and Airbus A350, is expected to take longer to recover. Airlines facing financial constraints are prioritizing efficiency and flexibility, favoring smaller, more fuel-efficient aircraft for shorter routes. Beyond the immediate impact of the pandemic, the aviation industry faces long-term challenges that will shape its future trajectory. Climate change and the need to reduce carbon emissions are paramount concerns. Boeing and Airbus are under increasing pressure to develop more sustainable aircraft, exploring technologies like electric propulsion, hydrogen-powered engines, and sustainable aviation fuels. Section 2. Beyond the horizon, innovation takes flight. Despite the challenges, the future of aviation also holds immense promise. Boeing and Airbus, driven by their rivalry and the industry's need to adapt, are investing heavily in innovation, pushing the boundaries of technology to create a new generation of aircraft that are safer, more efficient, and environmentally sustainable. The quest for innovation is not limited to propulsion systems, but extends to every aspect of aircraft design and operation. Electric propulsion, once a distant dream, is rapidly becoming a reality. Boeing and Airbus are both developing electric aircraft, initially targeting the urban air mobility market with small, battery-powered aircraft designed for short-haul flights within cities. While challenges remain in battery technology and infrastructure, electric propulsion holds the potential to revolutionize short to medium-range aviation, reducing emissions and noise pollution. Hydrogen power is another promising avenue for decarbonizing aviation. Airbus is particularly bullish on hydrogen, envisioning a future where hydrogen-powered aircraft fly long-haul routes, emitting only water vapor. The company is developing a demonstrator aircraft, the Zero, to test hydrogen combustion and fuel cell technologies. While significant hurdles remain in hydrogen storage, infrastructure, and cost, the potential environmental benefits are driving investment and research in this area. Beyond propulsion systems, Boeing and Airbus are exploring other innovations to enhance the passenger experience, improve efficiency, and reduce the environmental impact of air travel. These innovations include advanced materials. Lightweight composite materials, like those used in the Boeing 787 and Airbus A350, are being further refined to create even lighter and stronger aircraft structures, reducing weight and improving fuel efficiency. Aerodynamic optimization, computer modeling, and wind tunnel testing are being used to optimize aircraft designs, reducing drag and improving fuel efficiency. New wing designs, such as blended winglets and morphing wings, are being explored to further enhance aerodynamic performance. Digitalization and automation. Digital technologies are transforming aircraft design, manufacturing, and operation. Advanced computer-aided design software, 3D printing, and automation are streamlining production processes, while digital cockpits, fly-by-wire systems, and predictive maintenance are enhancing safety, efficiency, and reliability. The rivalry between Boeing and Airbus, while often characterized by competition, is also driving collaboration in certain areas, particularly in research and development related to sustainability. Both companies recognize that addressing the challenges of climate change and reducing aviation's environmental impact requires a collective effort. They are participating in industry-wide initiatives, such as the Air Transport Action Group, to develop common standards and accelerate the adoption of sustainable technologies. Section 1. The future of the skies. The Boeing-Airbus rivalry has shaped the aviation industry for over half a century. It's a saga of innovation, competition, and national pride. These two titans have pushed each other to new heights, constantly innovating and redefining what's possible in the sky. From the iconic 747 to the revolutionary A380, their creations have transported generations of travelers, connecting continents and cultures. Their fierce competition has benefited passengers with increased comfort, longer flight ranges, and more affordable fares. The aviation industry faces new challenges. Sustainability is paramount. The need to reduce emissions and develop environmentally friendly aircraft is greater than ever. Boeing and Airbus are investing heavily in new technologies. Electric propulsion, hydrogen power, and sustainable aviation fuels are all being explored. The rivalry between Boeing and Airbus is far from over. It's entering a new chapter, one defined by sustainability, innovation, and the quest to build the aircraft of the future. As they continue to compete, they'll drive the aviation industry forward. The skies will witness new marvels of engineering. The future of aviation is bright. Boeing and Airbus will be at the forefront.